Hey, what's up guys? Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. I hope you're all doing good. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much guys for the love and support. We are here today. Today is the big day. I don't know guys if you can see behind me. Where are the guys? Somewhere. Hey, the camera unfortunately cannot capture them that much, but they are somewhere there. We have a big activity going on today in our dreamland here. Today officially is the big day. I'm so much excited. This is the first time in my life doing this kind of an activity, and I'm super excited. Anyway, before we continue and I tell you what is going on, kindly hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 40k subscribers. So yesterday I also tried something new. You know, as we grow older, I think we are open to more opportunities. Yeah, I've never planted this kind of trees in my life, but yesterday I said, let me just try and plant some eucalyptus here. So yesterday I planted this. We planted around 25. This is not my land, but it's a friend's piece of land. So I'm also trying to make this land even more productive and also add the value. The first time we bought it, we did the fencing. Yeah, we did this fencing of the posts. So here in our village, or let me say in Kenya, or in Africa, so we have different ways of fencing pieces of land. You can decide to go the natural way. Maybe you decide to put something like the kaya posts. You can decide just to use these posts. This is something I think a bit affordable. You can also decide to use the concrete posts, where you can put the posts where you buy them. So these ones, luckily we had some trees around, so we cut them down and then we did the fencing. Yeah, so today I'm trying also to increase the value. You know, I always tell people to plant more trees, but I've never planted this type. This is one of the best trees in our village here, especially in Kenya. If you look around, most of these forests, like this one, this is Uncle Mo's piece of land. He also planted this maybe when he was a young man, but today you can see he can harvest some here, maybe do roofing for the house, or even you can decide maybe to sell. Yeah, so these ones I'm planting for the near future. Maybe one day when Liam will be building his house, he can come to my friend here and say, hey, give me one tree so that I can make some timbers. So we planted I think around 25. Yeah, so this is how to plant a tree. At least don't cover the whole hole, at least leave it so that when it rains, at least you can get some water retention here. So these are very good trees. A good thing about this, this is May, by December I'm very sure they'll be very big trees. So in a span of 2 years, you'll have very big. In a span of 5, I think you can harvest. So this is one of the best investments. I saw a post on, I think it was on TikTok, yeah, where more people have been encouraged to plant this type of trees, because this type, trust me, even if you cut it down, it still germinates. So if you have maybe a bare land somewhere, you can decide maybe an acre or even half an acre. You can decide, let me just invest in trees. In 10 years time or 5 years time, you'll start cutting, and that cutting will not end just once. You will still recut after 2 years again, you recut, just that way. So we are here. So this is the land that we bought. I was planning on planting the whole area, but this place here we also want to plant, or rather we want to put something else. So we are planning on getting some bananas. I'll be asking from neighbors. You know, here in the village, it depends with how you relate with other people. So you can just easily go to a friend's home, tell them, hey, I need maybe like a sucker of a banana, and then you can easily get, and then you plant. So we'll be planting them here, the bananas, very soon. We'll make a few holes, maybe like 10 of them we plant. In the next few years you can also be harvesting. That's one way of making your land like more productive and at least earning something in the near future. You know, in Africa here, what we are pushing for is food security. That's the number one. At least if you have some land somewhere, just try to plant something so that the future generations don't lack food. So that's one way, you see. So right now they are shrinking like this. It's because today is the first day. Yeah, I planted them yesterday evening. I planted I think they're 28 there, around 28. You know, this is something that even in the future you'll be coming back and seeing and say, oh, I planted this, I planted this. So the spacing, this is the spacing. I think it's about, I'm not so sure of the size, but it's like this, you see. It's good spacing. Also here you give it some good spacing so that in future when maybe you need to weed them, it can be very, very easy for you just to maintain the trees that grow under. So let me show you the type that I planted here. There are some here which are very, very good, very good. And a good thing, if you get like the good quality. Kijana ndo fanye kazi, wacha hasira. Kijana ndo fanye kazi, wacha mambo mingi. Yeah, a friend here. Today we are doing some work and I think someone has crossed his path. So he packed everything and wants to go home, but he's a very hard-working guy. At least I'm seeing he's going back to work. Yeah, you know, some people, they don't like to be scolded when you tell them, hey, you, then they pack. But that's not how things work. We always have to be calm, you know. Sometimes you can make decisions when you're angry and then they cost you a lot. So a good thing, he has recollected himself and gone back to work. So these are the type of trees that we are planting, these ones. It's a very good forest. I think one day I'll try to invest more in this kind of business, especially tree planting. You just plant and you forget and say, this one here I'm investing. So these are the trees. I think in like 10 years you'll get very good returns. After you just buy maybe a piece of land somewhere, you say, this one here I'm dedicating to tree planting. In a very few years, for example, this one, if you come and cut it with a machine, it doesn't just die like that. Again, it regerminates, especially in our area here. The neighboring areas, we have gold mining. So they usually buy trees like this to support the gold mines. Yeah, those holes. So if you're lucky, or if you try to look for the right people and you sell for them trees like this, trust me, after every 2 years you'll be making a very good sale in just trees like this. These days you don't have to wait for them to like overgrow that much. You can just sell from even a year old. You can just start by selling your trees. So are you interested, or have you ever thought of maybe tree business? In our village here, there are some people who have very big forests. Unfortunately for me, I think one time I'll start thinking in that line. Anyway, that was just by the way. You know, sometimes it's good also to think outside the box and see future investments that can give maybe good returns. Yeah, so we are here. Today is the big day, as I said earlier. So I'm just trying to manage this piece of land by also making it more productive. Yeah, so today, this year we've been really pushing ourselves. We made like 15,000 bricks. So today is the big day that we are arranging them. Yeah. So you can see. Yes. We even started to, I think they've really done a very good job. Since morning they were here. Yes. Mumpeleke pole pole. Waambie ukupeleke pole pole jo. Yeah. Yes. So we've started this. So we started today morning. Yes. Mambo ni mengi. Mumpeleke pole pole lakini.
Nani kweli? Unajua hapa hivi.
Yes.
Unajua hapa unafanyanga ukitaka kuweka kuni wakati moto na wako naenda hivi. Sasa unaenda kuchoma hii.
Hauzibi zote kabisa.
Huwezi ziba hivi. Alafu kama hapo sio unaona kama hii.
Kuna space.
Moto unaenda hivi unakuja kuchoma hii. Na hii hapo naona. Hivi mpaka huko
mwisho.
Sasa na hii hapa laini hii inachomeka yote. Laini ile inachomeka yote. So tukicha laini tu unaona kuna nafasi hapa. Sasa hii ndio inachoma ile ya nje.
Ya nje.
Good. So here ukifika hapa tena kuna chumni hapo ndani. Hapo hivi.
Hizo spaces.
Naingisha hivi na huko mbele naingisha hivi.
Si eti sasa unabana zote.
Kuna zile za kubana, kuna zile za kuachilia.
Kwa majina? Joseph.
Rioba Monda, Blackest Monto.
Blackest Monto.
Blackest Monto. Engineer
Honorable. Since our friend is called Joseph. He's trying to explain to us how bricks are arranged. If you look clearly here, guys, there's some spaces that they live. These spaces over here. So this is to allow the fire to go in and burn this brick that is over here. Also up here. I never knew that is how they arrange. But usually the beginning is the hardest.
Also here.
Also here, guys, you can see the spaces. I never knew that what these spaces were for. Because I was seeing him some spaces he was leaving this. This is also the fire to go up.
Blackest Monto.
Blackest Monto.
I'm engineer Blackest Monto.
How many years experience?
I have 39 years.
Of burning bricks?
Yes.
Who taught you? Ama ulijifunza mwenyewe?
Hapana. Nilienda shule ya matofali.
Wapi hapo?
Shule ya matofali.
Wapi?
Kuna wazee wale wa zamani.
Wale wazee.
That is why.
Okay, thank you. I'm trying to ask him where he learned about the art of arranging bricks. Actually, this is not just anyone who can do this kind. In a village, you'll have just few people. And you'll be told maybe if you want someone special to arrange for you the bricks, you'll go maybe approach someone who has the expertise. Because if you arrange them in a wrong way, then you'll have maybe half of your barn just being caught with fire. So you have to be very careful in the selection. So we started today. We made like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hizi ni za nani?
Si biribiri. Zile za kutumia nani?
Ani za kijana. Nataka kupanda. Nataka kutengeneze mbegu.
Biribiri ametuletea huyu. Asi imebaki.
So we are here. Nyama itakuja tu msijali. You can see, guys. So this is the first step. Just arrange them like this. So the beginning is usually the hardest because you have to follow like a formula. So after all of them are arranged, then it becomes much easy because mostly here they are focusing on arrangement. You see the way he's arranging, just brick by brick. Yes, you can see, guys, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. We are experience. Wacha ngangane. So it's all about good communication and also like unity. So the first person removes them from the barn here. They pass it in a line like this slowly. Hadi za chini zitapangwa zote. So you can see, guys, so here we are. I'm really so much excited about this journey. Just also keep us in prayers because trust me, it's not easy. This is usually why most people don't like preparing their own bricks and even burning their own bricks, because you might burn, use a lot of firewood, you use a lot of manpower, then maybe half your bricks get burnt. But a good thing, they're telling me that we have enough firewood, so maybe they'll spend like lots of them in trying to ignite the fire and make it even more hot. So we are here. I'm so much excited. I never knew this day would arrive. But also this is a lesson maybe for anyone out there. Just try. Tupande mandizi? Tupande? Pilipili. Ama na yale mandizi. Tengeneza mashimo. Kila shimo utakuwa na kulipa. Hapa hivi. Ndio jana nilipanda miti. Yeah, we want to make at least to plant some bananas, because you can imagine even in less than a year the bananas I planted at my place, we've harvested like 2 in just maybe 6-7 months. So bananas are one of the fastest growing, very easy. So at least I'm telling him at least to make just a few holes here. We can have like maybe one here, another here, maybe like 10 of them or 20 or even more, so that this place just becomes full of banana. And also in the village here, if you leave your land too bare, for example this one you fenced and you're not doing any activity, then you'll find like a lot of people will be bringing cows in. But at least if you invest and plant maybe things like bananas, green vegetables, they will have that respect, because they know that if maybe you catch them in your farm, then maybe they'll have to pay for the damage that has occurred. So at least you want to change this place and plant more bananas here, at least to keep the land more active. So this is my brother's home also. It's called Bushman. You can go check him out. He's also a YouTuber. Yeah, our village has so many YouTubers. I just saw them leaving. I think they're going to the village market. So let's see how we can. Yeah, here we are preparing some chili. Hizi zamea kweli. Hizi pilipili tunapanda hata zitoki. Ama unafaa kukausha hizo mbegu. Ama hizo ziko sawa?
Tujaribu, lazima kata.
Usipande zote sasa.
Alafu ile bato najua imetoka.
Nimeona imetoka na kamoja. Panda tu kidogo. Zingine uchukue uende uzitoboe. Aso kaushe mbegu. Unaona, unaipasua na toa hizi. Unaweka kwa juu hata mpaka jioni pale.
Kuna zingine nimepanda huko.
Au kaushe. Ukaushe na mbegu. Mimi ikiwa na hii ngozi kukauka ni ngumu. We are trying to make chili pepper nursery. We've tried so much. I don't know how to make them grow. We've tried different ways, but none of them comes out. So I'm just telling him to dry the seeds first so that we can plant them. Yeah. But I'll try to see if in the groceries we have chili seeds. Yeah, so work is going on. You can see, guys, slowly. Siku ya kuchoma.
Sasa siku ya kuchoma mnataka niletee mte. Na kama
mtakuwa mtakuwa msijari. Mtakula ile siku ya kuchoma yani.
Wewe unajua ni nini? Sasa akileta nyama itakula kwangu.
Atakatwa. Anajua, si anajua vile tunafanyanga kazi.
Na hii mkate tumekula sini yake hiyo mkate mimi sijaongelea mkate. Hata mbona wewe? Mimi nasema mkate hata sijaongelea.
They're arguing about breakfast and stuff because I gave them breakfast. Maybe they are maybe in different workplaces. You know, it depends with how you keep them. Some you can give them breakfast. In some homes they just depend on themselves, but I always like at least just to motivate them with work, give them breakfasts, and also if lunch is available you can just also provide for them. But today there are so many.
Mimi ndio nafahamu.
Yeah. Kwani leo wapiki? Leo wanakula nini? Sasa atawapanga. Isaya atawapanga, msiogope.
Tumeuma ukuta. Mjauma ukuta.
Watulie, utawapanga. here. We are in this line. I just want to see how they connect this. Oh, ile kijana alienda. Yes, he has started this line. I just want to see how they connect the gaps. Let's see. So this one is hanging. Na yenye na crack kama hizi ikichomwa haibomoki.
Haibomoki wakati mwingine ikiwa nzuri. Haibomoki hatuwekani. Haifumuki, iko safi. Kwanza katikati. Inatoa grade brown.
Inaiva kabisa.
Poa sana. Tafari nyingine safi kweli.
Yeah. So see, this one is it's all about calculation. So this one is half and then it's supported using this. Let's see the technique used. Let's go the other way. So they were also using this rope so that the line is very straight, not just arranged in any way. Anasemaje?
Acha wamweke hapo. Muendelee uja. Wewe. Daniel wewe hapa. Ikifanyika tafari katika hapo katikati.
Mgongo. Kwenda kwenda lala kabisa. Lakini babu mkoko hatari sana.
Sawa. Atalishika hivi una bahati mbaya katikati.
Sasa ntambe mbona. Atanga kande kajun tore hanu hivi. Hata kayo kay kuruma kayo kayo.
Nyinyi mlilanieni sisi tumerudi hapa.
Okay. Sasa fanya hivi.
Ongea nao.
Babu ni angalia hiyo ya juu hivi ikuje niweke chini. Ayote wewe leta juu. Nilete hiyo umekanya hiyo. Ni hivyo bro. Sasa hii matafari. Nimeyafanya muda mrefu. Sasa ninaona kuna kufaulu hapa ni poa sana. Hii inalipwa kitu.
Ingereza na nia ametoa mbaya sana.
Ndio tunang'ang'ana. Hata mimi mara yangu ya kwanza kuchoma. Kutengeneza tofali. Yes.
Wewe hata tu.
Sasa mtoe vizuri kabisa. Quality mzuri.
Uzuri ni
yes.
Wameniita. Nami nimekuja. Talipua.
Sawa sawa. Yeah. You can see, so this is how the supporters are done. So what he's doing is arranging this, and then later on he'll add this too. Now to cover the space. So this is usually the toughest. So you have to find it, get it right, so that they don't come down. So starting the other place. Umesema ile ya kuweka horo ni kama hauna kuni za kutosha.
Ila utaweka. Alafu wakati mwingine na ziba. Lakini sasa ukiweka huko juu. When jua iko nyingi.
Inasumbua.
Yaani inaloweka.
Inazima.
Inaharibu matofali yanakuwa maji. But when jua iko ni nzuri huko juu. Nzuri.
Yeah. Because I've been seeing some people putting sawdust on top at the middle when arranging bricks. So I was asking whether it's a must or why they usually put sawdust in the middle. I don't know guys if you've ever seen, because some people, for example, after reaching a layer like this, they pour sawdust the whole place, and then again another layer and they pour sawdust. So I was asking, but they're saying it's not a must if you have like enough firewood. And also sometimes if you arrange and then it rains, that sawdust can become wet and then can bring harm to your brick. So it depends with different people and their technology. There are some who will tell you sawdust is a must. Some also put charcoal. They just pour a layer of charcoal instead of sawdust, and then you continue. Yeah, but so far I think we are doing good. You can see, so it keeps going like this up to the last layer. So they keep reducing the number by a brick. So the other one is arranging here because this one is already finished. So this is the expert with the mouths. Yeah. Hiyo nafasi unaiacha tu for breathing these spaces. Good. Nice. Kwa sawa kabisa. It's taking shape. Yeah, back to work. So we're arranging this, and then I will come and fix the other half.
Sasa hapo nikipanda juu hapa muda nifikisha. Hapo juu hatuwezi kufika. Hata hapa tuna struggle. Mzee. Rudi hapo. Nikuonyeshe, rudi hapa. Madoho. Rudi hapa. Ndio aliko mgongo. Wewe acha bana. Hizi ndio tunaangalia. Unaona hiyo line, nataka nitoe mtu mmoja. Akalia hapa mmoja. Mmereo. Unaona? Mzee sasa jaribu mbinu hapo. Umpee huyu mmoja akuja hapa. Nura kotere mko. Mmenielewa sasa? Umeona ambapo nafanya? Unaona ambapo nafanya? Nura iki hai.
They're rearranging the line so that yeah. It's already fixed. Sorry.
Kanapenda dogo dogo. Kwani mlimjuaga yule msukuma ambaye alikuwa anaitwa Jose? Nani alimuona yule msukuma Jose? Nani alimuona yule msukuma Jose? alichukua mdongori.
Tunashikanisha hii.
Wakaenda kwa Irambo. Akamaliza shida yake. Ile msukuma akampea 50, mdongori alikuja anaongea dukani. Mimi ni wakupewa 50. Yaani 50 kabisa. Huyu msukuma ndo mkali. Hata ananiambia kabisa huyu msukuma kuanzia leo sitaki
unaifunga sasa.
Kuruni ametoka hapo.
Cross.
Well, so the work is going on. I've left the guys arranging the bricks in the barn. You know, also sometimes too much supervision is not also a good thing. I don't know how you think about that. Yeah. So, you know, when you're there, they want to do a perfect job. Sometimes they end up spoiling everything. So we are also trying to maintain our lawn here, because I've realized actually right now it's the rainy season, so we have a lot of rainfall. So I need to sharpen our slasher. This is a file. Yes, we have. This is also one way of trying to keep snakes away from home, because you know, when the grass is too tall, you see like this place, I think it has somehow overgrown, but we've never seen a snake at home. Yeah, that's why it's also good to keep cats. Just try to keep cats in your places. This grass is usually very soft, gives you easy time to slash. Just bit by bit until you finish. This place never used to have grass, but now you can see it's full with grass. Yeah, so this is just a resting area. So it's good to keep the grass short. Very nice. Yeah, we are doing home maintenance. Yeah. So yesterday we did also the trimming of our flowers. Yeah, we are trying to grow this flower bed area. This one, you can see now it's very good. It's coming out nicely. Yeah. So we try to find also places where they have not grown. So we take part like this and transfer to some areas. Now if you cut them, they grow even more. So that's the secret, always trimming. The more you trim, the easier it is for them to germinate. So today is just general cleanliness of our home. Yesterday he was here, he was helping us also in planting grass, so we are reducing the movement of this place. Yeah. So this one, a good thing, it's a rainy season. These ones, they'll just grow very easy, just like that. This one you just plant within a short time. So there are some places where some did not grow, so it's also good that you keep checking your lawn and keep adding more and more, and within a short time you'll find a whole compound with this type, you can see. So right now almost all, a good thing we planted during the rainy season. So in the next few months we'll now start trimming them in the way we like. You see, like these ones, they've really grown. Now all of them are grown. So yesterday we did trimming, so we've started culling them in the shapes that now we want. So this one will not be cut, we'll be trimming this, but this will be going up. Also we did the same to this, you can see. So we are trying to shape them in the way we like. So there are different shapes, different designs. You see also this, we've left it to grow. Also there is this one here. So all this we are just leaving them to grow. There's also this one here, and lastly we have also this. So this will be our different designs, yeah, of our home. Yeah, also out here. So unfortunately the guy responsible for trimming our flowers told me that it's high time we remove our fence. Yeah, this one. So very soon, I think the next time he'll be here, we'll just have to bring it down, because he said for the designs to be made possible, this one is a big distraction to him. But also I think it has really served us well, because the grass, the flowers that we planted here, the trees, almost all have grown. So now we have to bring this down. This is where our initial land started from. The main reason why I did not remove it is because I was protecting the trees and also these flowers from maybe the cows, maybe people also trespassing. Yeah, it's a sad thing, but I know we just have to remove it if we need this lawn to be shaped nicely, because usually leaves, the ones I was showing you, so to grow, so slashing them is a bit hard when there's this barbed wire here. So we just have to remove it so that it can give him easy work when he's slashing. Yeah, so we are trying to refill also these empty spaces so that it just grows very easy, the whole place. Exactly. Yeah, so our palms are doing good, they're doing good. I realized the trick with the trees is that to ensure that you give them good manure. Like this one really gave us problems, but now you can see it's very healthy. Yeah, I think the problem was I was not giving it enough compost manure, but since I started like applying the chicken manure on it, these days it's really growing nicely. Yeah, I'm also refilling this because I realized this, I don't know if it's a flower, it grows very wide, very huge. So having, there used to be some trees here, so I removed them, so I put some sand here so that the grass can grow and then it can become flat, just one space. Oh, well, it's midday. The work is getting tougher and tougher, so we are here also with my wife. Today she's preparing for us. Babe, which country is this dish from?
African.
This is African. Yeah, today we are cooking some very nice fish. This is tilapia, one of the most common fish that we have around, let me say in Kenya or maybe in East Africa, because I've not been to other countries. But if you go to Tanzania, you'll still find tilapia there. Mostly this one is brought from, I think it's the largest freshwater lake, which is Lake Victoria. So this is where we get our fish from. You can see, so we are preparing it nicely over here. So you can go watch the full video on Miss Flair's channel. She's a very good cook. So she's here struggling with the fish so that it doesn't get overcooked. Yeah, we're cooking just from outdoor. Yeah, you know, outdoor there's always some fresh air, that good vibe. So we are cooking it over here. Will you say something or later on?
Yeah.
Yes, how are you?
I'm good.
How is the work?
There's a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the work is good.
Yeah.
You can go and check the video, guys, on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Kindly for the full video. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, she also has a YouTube channel with the new subscribers. So she's preparing for us some authentic African dish or lunch. You can see these are greens, or this is capsicum. Is it called capsicum?
I think
Or green pepper?
green pepper.
Yeah, this is dania and tomato and some onions. So go watch the full video. Actually, I'm so hungry because the smell, the aroma coming from those fish is giving so much. So we are here. Also, I can hear some knocking in the chicken house. I don't know what John is trying to make over here. Yeah, actually one of our ducks today hatched, but unfortunately it only hatched one chick. So I don't know what is happening. Yeah. Yameharibika yote? Ni sawa tu, achana nayo basi. Yameharibika? Yeah. Nilikuwa natengeneza sehemu? Yeah, he wanted to move because the duck, this is where the duck sleeps, but the place is very cold, so it had like 8 eggs, but unfortunately it only hatched one chick, yeah, or one duckling. Yeah, I think this place we have to find a way of relocating the ducks. I don't know why they usually just love under here, but it's very cold. Even itself hatching, it's a problem. Yeah, this is our turkey. So we have 3 turkeys, but unfortunately now this is all alone because the other ones are now brooding. Yeah, we have 2 female and 1 male. Yeah, so he had prepared a house. We were supposed to move the duck. Ulikuwa umejengea wapi? Oh, ulikuwa unafunika hii juu. Ulikuwa unataka kuingiza hapa? Yeah, he had prepared the duck area. But unfortunately, he's telling me the other eggs, I think they are somehow not good. When you shake them, you'll hear water inside, so they cannot be hatched. So we'll only go with just that one duckling, unfortunately. Yeah, I've tried to raise ducks, but it's not so easy. Hey, Hulk! This is our new puppy. Hulk! Shh, in! No, in! Come! In! He's actually very active, very active. He's a bobel breed. Yeah. But he's still very young. I know in the next few months he will have really changed. Wow. Hey, the work is amazing, guys. What they have done is amazing. I can see now they have reached another level of setting the brick barn. They're already now done with the downer part. I think by tomorrow we'll be talking a different case. So let's go and see where they have reached. Wow. It's not easy because they were here since around 7 a.m. and they told me just give us the food, we'll cook for ourselves, because you know, sometimes someone cooking for them, maybe they like big ugali. So just give them the flour, the cooking oil, the vegetables and stuff. They just cook for themselves. That's what they told me. So they had prepared some fireplace here with a very big sufuria. Yeah, this is the fireplace that they were cooking from over here. They were just using bricks, you see. This is where they were cooking from. Even they are saying you're so satisfied. Yeah, you can see. So these are the dishes. Very big sufuria. They were cooking for themselves. I think they came with their own plates even. Kana songa? No songa. Yeah. So let's switch off this. Yeah. So this is it. I want to try and see if I can go up. Wow. Guys, you can see. This is so far what we've done. You see, after lunch, they usually get the energy to move even faster. Wow. But the bricks, I think we've removed like a quarter. Yeah. Wow. We've really tried so much. We've really tried so much. Yeah. Mnakatia hapo ama mnaendelea? Utaendelea kwenda juu? Oh, mtasonga? Yeah. Because they had told me that it will take like 2 days for them to finish. So tomorrow they'll just be doing the final touches and then again covering, because after this it has to be covered again with mud before you burn. So the mud prevents the fire from going out. Yeah, it keeps it here. But I think we've done a good job. We've really done a good job. Easy piece. Oh, nakajaza hapo. Yeah. Wani kupe panga. Imeingia.
Sikirambensi.
You can see.
Mzee na rahe, mzee. Hapa kuna mjezo sasa.
Kuna mjezo.
Manguriwa. Maktimi yamefika. Kudaka na
kupeana.
Samba ya bwana. Tisha.
I think I can also try this. So the line starts from in here, and see the way they are moving quite fast. So this is the one who determines the speed. Yeah, just from one hand to the other. Nawapeleka moto. Wameshiba?
Lazima.
Yeah. Siumize mzee. Ama nisaidie mzee. Nikusaidie kidogo. Ama uko sawa? Shikilia hiyo sasa.
Ngoja sasa.
Wacha nionje kidogo. Nimuliki kuja.
Ngoja nikumuliki kabisa wewe.
Sasa.
Tukulete moto moto.
Leta moto.
Naona sasa inavyokuja.
Mimi niko na experience.
Anaweza. Anaweza.
Lakini inakuja vizuri.
Enda.
Hapo nimeokopa.
Sema mko karibu.
Inatembea.
Inatembea. Lazima hata wenyewe wasikie hapo. Kwani unatuonga?
Weka moto.
Bwana hiyo ndio umefanya giza.
Moto.
Sasa unashika tu hapa nyuma.
Kushika nyuma hapo inaendelea.
Kwani wewe ulikuwa unataka ujione?
Sasa naangalia huko sio kujiona mimi.
Sasa mbona
ni hawa ilifanya giza nikawa siwaoni.
Uko sawa?
Yes. Unatamani na wewe ujiangalie. Swanza
mbona haingii huko?
Anza kuongea Kiingereza sasa.
Hakuna sio ya Kiingereza hii. Hii ni ya kuangalia kazi jinsi zinavyoenda. Inavyoenda.
Unajua kila kitu na yaka.
Mimi naijua. Mimi napitaka WhatsApp, YouTube.
Siku nyingi.
Iko?
Unapitaka mpaka WhatsApp najua, YouTube najua. Sasa kila kitu najua. Wewe rusha. Mimi ni mdigital.
Wewe ni digital. Pole.
Uko karibu.
Imetosha?
Imetosha?
Imejaa. Yeah.
Haijatosha.
Unasema imetosha?
Haijatosha.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what we were doing. So maybe it's full. Yeah?
Mzee kuja. Anapanga.
Mzee atajua kupanga.
Pole lakini yeye afungulie bila amesha.
Hivyo hiyo kazi.
Akifungulia kitu tatu
amwacha akuje. Kama mnataka kuja huyo wao shuka hapo juu. Mmoja kuja huyo sasa.
Sasa mwatoreke huyo atore hajiga. Huyo.
Sasa mzee ajui kupanga. Huyo ajui kupanga hata wakusaidie.
Unataka mtu akusaidie kupanga? Yeah, because they are getting too much. Oh.
Tunafanya hivi.
So wewe ungepanda?
Mimi.
Wewe una. Anafungulia speed. Inasonga haraka. Ukifungulia hivyo. Yeah. So this is the match we've brought. At least when there's jovial, the work goes very fast. Whew. The day is over now. Even our friends who are helping us arrange the bricks, I think now they have left. I'm from the shamba. My hand looks like something else. Yeah, this is the, let me say, the disadvantage of sometimes living in the village, because there's a lot of dirty jobs, as many people perceive. But at the end of the day, these dirty jobs bring a lot of food on our tables. I'll be taking you back home to show you what I was doing. Yeah, we are trying to renovate or rearrange our kitchen garden. Hopefully the idea I have in my mind will come to life. Yeah, so this is the site once more. I think we've arranged half the bricks, or more than half. Let me say maybe 3/4. because we still have a lot to arrange. But I'm quite sure that tomorrow we will be finished with these bricks. Yeah. Hopefully the rain will not fall, because we opened this place so that at least we can be throwing the bricks using this path. But I think now it's 3/4, something like that. 3/4 of the bricks we have taken and arranged them. So these ones that they have, because you know you have to get lost sometimes, because a lot were breaking during the throwing process. So these ones will recollect them and refill this hole over here. So we've managed to cover this. Yeah, I didn't have this paper to cover, but at least the guys who are helping me arranging the bricks, they came with their own paper. Wewe that is Liam. He's calling a grown-up's name, shouting. Yeah, so this is how they have arranged, so that in case it rains, we don't experience loss. Wow, they've really done a very good job, very good. Unfortunately, I was not here to show you guys when they were finishing. I was very busy in the kitchen garden trying to rearrange or replant some vegetables. Yeah, so this is what we've done. I think this is more than even 5,000. Around 7,000 bricks have been arranged here. So we still have more here to finish up. So by tomorrow we'll be done, and then we can put the mud round, and then maybe the day after tomorrow, that's when we'll light up the fire. So we'll be spending the night here because they told me that burning the bricks will take around the whole night up to the next day midday. That's when now they will leave now for the last fire to burn itself, or for the bricks now to burn themselves. Yeah, oh, I'm so much excited. So let's go home and see what we were doing. Well, actually I was talking to that guy. We are trying to discuss about the water pressure at my home. We have an overhead water tank, but the pressure is too low. Even showering, you end up taking like a lot of hours showering. So we are trying to find a solution that at least will help our water pressure to be a bit high. Yeah, because we built a water tower, and also we have like a 3,000 liter tank on top, which is that over here. So this is our overhead water tank. So we usually get our water from the underground water tank. We pump using the generator, but now when releasing, like in a pipe, the water pressure is too low. You might think that there's no water on the tank, yet we have like a lot of water. Yeah, it's evening time, people are listening to music at home. We are just using solar. So we usually use solar. So this is it. You can see, guys, the pressure is too low, you see. It's like there's no pressure even. So this is our top water tank. We are trying to look for a solution. So he has told me there's a pump that we can buy, and then we can use it at least to increase the pressure, the water pressure for home, so that at least even when you're taking shower, you know that there is there's a working shower. Yeah, so let me show you guys what I was doing in the kitchen garden. These days I get too tired, yeah, because there's a lot of work. I love working, especially during the rainy season. So this is Chinese cabbage I planted the other day. You can see they have come out nicely. So they are waiting to be transferred to several parts of our farm. Some of the kales from our nursery, you can see they're also responding quite fine. Yeah, very nicely. So I was removing some from here and planting in this place over here. Yeah, so this is the kales I was planting. So I want to get back to this design. I remember we planted this design some time back with my friend Maja, and we harvested like a lot of kales. So we were doing them in ridges, you see. So there's this ridge, one here, there's also another ridge here. So this is the design that I'll be using, at least to plant, so that I can see if we can have some changes in this kitchen garden. But for green vegetables, they're doing quite fine, because right now we have enough rainfall. You can see they're very healthy, you see. The leaves are flourishing. Yeah, our kitchen garden is doing quite fine. Yeah, I want to just prepare very well, so that when the dry season comes, at least the vegetables will have already germinated, so it will be very easy even for us to manage by just doing some watering here and there. Yeah, that's why I'm trying my best to plant very early. But at least also a good thing, our underground water tank will be full when the dry season comes, because in my calculation it's around 50,000 liters, so at least it will take us a long time before maybe it gets dry. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Today has been an amazing day working in the kitchen garden and also arranging our bricks. I'm so much excited on this journey that we just began today. I know in the near future we'll begin to see the fruits that we are working on. So goodbye, and also guys, kindly don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and also drop a comment what you think about today's video. Any suggestion, any advice, I would be very much grateful. So bye bye, see you in our next video.